Average parents can no more reinvent morality from scratch than they can build a space shuttle in their backyards. Still, they have to get their children to obey them. So how do they do it? Oh, the usual suspects. Guilt, shame, withdrawal, criticism, bribery, bullying, manipulation, the usual crap that has passed for parenting throughout history. Guilt, shame, and bullying always rush to fill the void when logical morality loses favour, because children must be taught, and if no carrots can be found, sticks will always just have to do. So face it, your parents were bullies, or weak couriers of favour, or manipulative emotional infants themselves. You have no respect for them, for respect requires courage, and courage requires logical morality. You do not love them, since love demands virtue, and manipulating children into blind obedience is not at all virtuous. There are only a few possible responses to modern parents: contempt, indifference, boredom, hatred, empty conformity.
So you have to get a commitment out of her, right? Now, I know that there's some controversy in this community about rewards. I was tired of fighting with my daughter about doing letters, reading. And so I bought her two kitties in return for like two toy kitties in return for 7 weeks of not complaining about letters. And she loves the kitties, and I love that she's not complaining about letters. And every now and then she'll say, well, I want to do my letters. And I'm like, hey, remember those two kitties? She's like, oh, fine. Yeah, that's right. Right. So getting a commitment out of someone is really, really important. Now, once you get a commitment out of her, then she doesn't have the option of backing down or backing off that commitment, right?
Right.
The reason for that is that that's life.
Yeah.
That is life. You make a commitment to someone, I'm going to show up tomorrow to work, you go or you get fired. You make a commitment to buy a house, you pay your mortgage, or you're on the street. That's life. And so she just doesn't have the option to back down. It's like, yeah, I know it's frustrating. Oh my gosh, you must be really upset. Well, and she'll cry and she'll want to back down and she'll make the commitment in all enthusiasm, like we all do. And then she want to back down and not do it and crap like that.
Mm.
I understand all of that. And then she has to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Because she needs to know that her commitment means something, right? Yeah, I was just with my daughter today, and she's 4, and she was banging her xylophone, just randomly, and she said, "Daddy, what do you think?" I said, kind of hurts my ears, It doesn't sound good to me at all. She's like, "No, I'm making music." I said, "Actually, you're not really making, I hate to tell you, but you're not making music. Making music takes a lot of study, a lot of practice, and if you wanted to, and I'd be happy to facilitate it. I did 10 years of violin when I was a kid. I know that it takes a long time to become decent at anything." And she was, I mean, because, when you're a new parent, you're just so amazed that they can breathe and do anything, right? But I'm sort of trying to give her a realistic sense. Not that, it's bad what she does. It's just, no, that is not, in fact, making music. And I said, look, let me try. And I just randomly hit things. And it's like, does that sound pretty to you? And she says, actually, no, not really. It's like, yes, that's why people go to Carnegie Hall and not to your playpen to hear music.
Stefan, I think you're guilty of child abuse. Most parents, when they heard that, would say, well, that's beautiful. That's so wonderful. Do it again. You're going to be a great composer.
You're told to repair things with your parents, but that is an impossible task, a complete waste of time that will also make you crazy. Since they hurt you when you were young, you cannot fix the relationship. To make the point with an extreme example, if you are raped by a man, you cannot cure him of his desire to rape. Maybe someone else can, but you cannot. Since your parents bullied or bribed you into blind obedience, you cannot help them become better people. Maybe someone else can, a therapist perhaps, but not you. You have no hope, since their guilt about how they treated you will always muck up any attempt at honest communication. And really, it's impossible to forgive someone who has bullied a child. Forgiveness is for repairable events, like being distracted or breaking a vase. A bad childhood cannot be repaired or returned intact. Where restitution is impossible, forgiveness is impossible. Don't even try.